If you've already binged Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen on Netflix, first of all, respect, because that ending is a lot to process. The show follows Rachel, a bride who gets hit with an overwhelming sense of dread the closer she gets to her wedding day. Across 8 episodes, we watch her spiral as she tries to figure out whether her fiancé Nikki is actually her soulmate, and what's really at stake if he's not. And by the time the finale hits, things get violent, like unexpectedly violent, completely rewriting Rachel's story in ways nobody saw coming. Now, a lot of loose ends do get tied up by the end, but the finale is open-ended enough that there's definitely room for more. So, is Season 2 happening? As of right now, Netflix has not renewed the show. But here's the key thing. It's not labeled as a limited series, which means a second season is absolutely on the table. If Netflix and the creators decide to move forward, we're currently expecting Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen Season 2 to release sometime in 2028. Season 2 plot anthology format. Now let's talk about what Season 2 might actually look like, because this is where it gets really interesting. Creator and showrunner Haley Z. Boston has said that she wrote Season 1 with just one season in mind. It's a complete, self-contained story, but the open-ended nature of the ending shows she left the door open. And if the show does come back, Boston has said it would most likely function as an anthology, not a direct continuation of Season 1. She's been very open about the fact that Rachel's story came from a deeply personal place for her own fears and insecurities around a very personal topic. For Season 2, she'd want to shift the focus to a different kind of fear or dread, while keeping the same dark, unsettling tone. So the world of the show expands, but in a new direction. What stays and what changes? What does that mean for the story? Well, marriage and weddings probably won't be at the center of Season 2, but relationships, romantic or otherwise, will still form the core of the narrative. And the Cunninghams? Most likely gone. Though Rachel could potentially return in a cameo, acting as a connective thread that ties the 2 seasons together in the same universe. 2 cast. Which brings us to the cast. Since Season 2 is expected to be an anthology, we're looking at an almost entirely new set of characters. That said, there are a couple of returning faces that are possible, depending on the timeline. If Season 2 picks up after the events of Season 1, Camila Morrone could reprise her role as Rachel, who by the end of the finale is now immortal, doomed to walk the earth until the entire Cunningham bloodline is wiped out, all because Nikki's descendants failed to marry their soulmates. On the flip side, if Season 2 is set before the events of Season 1, then Zlatko Buric could return as the Immortal Man. And with several Cunninghams still alive, especially Sawyer Fraser's Jude, some of them could show up depending on where the story goes. But for the most part, expect a whole new cast bringing a brand new story to life, one that digs into the intensity of human emotion and pushes its characters to their absolute limits. So that's everything we know about Something Very Bad Is Going to Happen Season 2 so far. It's early days, but there's clearly a vision for where this could go. And honestly, an anthology format with the same eerie tone sounds like it could be really good. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe for more updates.